LLP Act revision. Yes? Name of the act is what? LLP Act 2008. How many sections are there? Many. How many schedules are there? What are they? First schedule, rights and duties of partners. Second schedule, conversion of firm to LLP. Next, 3, conversion of private company to LLP. And fourth is unlisted public company to LLP. What are the characteristics of LLP? We saw what? Characteristics of company and characteristics of partnership. In dono ka good points, correct? Except one point, which was charity related, correct? Okay, let us talk about class tip points. First C is what? Common seal. What about LLP? May or may not have common seal. Next is capacity to sue and to be sued. Next, L is limited liability. Over there in companies of members, over here of partners. Next is artificial person. Then 3 S's are separate legal entity, separate profit management, separate property. First point, separate legal entity, यहाँ पर भी है. Next is separate property, वो भी है. Separate management. In case of company, management is who? Board of directors. In case of LLP, management is all of the partners. So how are the decisions taken in case of LLP? By all of the partners. But we have 2 special partners who are called as designated partners. So designated partners होना जरूरी है क्या? Mandatory. How many? At least 2 who are individuals, correct? So designated partners are responsible for what? For the legal compliance. So in Companies Act, wherever there is an offense, who goes to jail? Officers, directors. In case of LLP, who will go to jail? Designated partners, correct? Next, T is transferability of share. Over here, transferability of share means what? What are we transferring? Share of profit. Can we do that as well? Yes. And next is what? Incorporated association. And last is perpetual succession, right? Then with respect to partnership firm, these were the characteristics. First is number of partners. Over here, minimum number is 2, maximum number is no limit, correct? Next is LLP is agreement based, है ना? Good point or bad point? Good point. Companies Act में इतना सारा we have to follow whatever rules and provisions are given. Over here, can we make our own rules? Yes, जितना allowed है उतना चलेगा, correct? Next is what? LLP should be incorporated only and only for the purpose of carrying out business. For charity, can LLP be incorporated? No. Does it mean you can't do charity at all? You can, but you can't incorporate LLP. So what you can do? Correct. Partnership firm you can't. What can you do is? Correct. Section 8 company. Next one, share of profit will be as per LLP agreement. If not, then as per Schedule 1. And last is mutual agency in case of partnership is what? Partner is an agent of other partners. In case of LLP it is? Partner is an agent of the LLP, but not of the other partners, correct? So these were the characteristics, and even if you get differences, ये same point उल्टा करके लिख देना, ठीक है? Okay, then certain definitions we had. Body corporate means what? As per LLP Act, it means it is a company. एक तो 3 part में definition divided है. First is means, next is includes, next is does not include. So body corporate means company incorporated in India under Companies Act. Next, includes 3. What are they? LLP incorporated in India, LLP incorporated outside India, and any company incorporated outside India. But does not include these 3. They are corporation, sole, cooperative society, and any other body corporate as may be prescribed. What's a body corporate as per Companies Act? Body corporate includes a CIOI and does not include what? Cooperative society and any other body corporate as may be specified, prescribed, correct? Characteristics of body corporate over there. Picks. First is incorporated under any act. Next is perpetual succession. Then capacity to sue and to be sued, and separate legal entity, correct? Chartered accountant means what? Only and only a CA in practice. CA in service, इसमें जो भी mention है वो नहीं कर सकता. Only CA in practice. Business means what? Business for anything, goods or services. So business includes either trade or profession or service or even occupation. Designated partner means a person who is called as a designated partner, right? Entity means entity lighter. Financial year means what? That year which is beginning on 1st of April, ending on 31st of March of the next year. But if LLP is incorporated after 30th September, then their financial year ending will be either this March 31st or next year March 31st, correct? So agar 1st October 23 को incorporated है LLP, then year ending will be when? Either 31st March 24 or 31st March 25. So can the first financial year be less than 12 months? Yes. Can it be more than 12 months? Yes, but not more than how much? 18 months, correct. Then foreign LLP means it is registered where? Incorporated outside India and having a POB in India. That's it. Then LLP name, partner, RD. Small LLP. Small LLP means what? 3 points are applicable here. First point is contribution. Next is turnover. And next is any other requirement. So contribution should be how much? Not exceeding 25 lakhs. Turnover not exceeding 40 lakhs and other requirements. So contribution not exceeding 25 lakhs or such higher amount as may be prescribed but not exceeding 5 crores. And for turnover how much? Not exceeding 40 lakhs or higher as may be prescribed, not exceeding 50 crores, correct? So see, 25 lakhs, 40 lakhs, 5 crores, 50 crores and any other requirement, correct? Okay, characteristics, features of LLP. ये हो गया सब. Advantages, benefits also done. Who can be partners of LLP? Only and only individual or body corporate. Can HUF be a partner? No. Can Karta be a partner? No. Can partnership firm be a partner? No. Can cooperative society be a partner? No. Any other body corporate which is prescribed that it is not a body corporate, can they be a partner? No. So only two partners, matlab two person can be partners, either individual or body corporate. If a partner is an individual, then ye three things he should not be. First is unsound mind, then undischarged insolvent or applied for insolvency but his application is pending. So these three are disqualifications for whom? For whom? For an individual, correct. If can a person who is outside India be a partner as well? Yes, then they will also have to comply with FDI, है ना? So FDI is issued by RBI. वो FDI compliances करना पड़ेगा because money from outside is going to come into India, right? Okay, minimum number of partners. This is same as with section 3 and 3A, correct? So section, over here, what are they telling? How many partners are required? Minimum 2 partners. And if the number reduces below 2 and LLP carries out business for 6 months or more, then जो भी debts are incurred by the company when after 6 months this single member is going to be liable. And what will be his liability? Unlimited liability. One more effect of this we had seen. Correct. Tribunal can give an order for winding up. May give an order for winding up, right? How can a person... No, this is about designated partner. So who is a designated partner? How many designated partners are required? At least 2, out of which one shall be resident in India. And designated partner always is going to be an individual. Resident in India means been in India for 120 days or more. When? In the preceding year, correct? Then incorporation ka there was this document that we saw. Okay, just we are covering this point as well here. So how many, if suppose all the partners are body corporates, then chalega kya वैसे? No, not directly, but we will need to have 2 persons who will be designated partners who are individuals. So 2 ways this can happen. First is take other 2 individuals who are as partners and they will be designated partners, or else appoint what? Nominees, and these nominees will then be the designated partner. For a person to act as a designated partner, compulsorily he has to give his consent, and DPIN and DSC to lagega hi. Other than that, he also has to give his consent, and this consent also has to be filed with ROC, correct? Incorporation of LLP involves some steps. First is every designated partner should have a DIN and DSC. Then what should LLP do? Reserve the name, run application. So which is the form number over here? E-form 1, and name will be reserved for a period of 3 months. If LLP is getting converted to another LLP and it sees whether that other name is available, that also will be reserved for 3 months, correct? So either new LLP or conversion may name will be reserved for 3 months. In case of company, it will be reserved for how much? Company depends upon whether new company or existing company. For change of name, new company raha to 20 days, existing raha to 60 days. LLP, both the cases how many? 3 months, correct? Then what should we do? We should submit to registrar these two things. First is incorporation document along with a statement. Incorporation document in the form 2, and then we have a statement. Incorporation document will have these 4 details with respect to LLP, partners, DP and other prescribed detail. LLP related 3 things, they are name, proposed business and registered office. Partner and DP related names as well as address and other prescribed details. Incorporation document should have at least 2 partners who are subscribers. Then there should also be a statement. Statement specifies what? All the requirements of LLP Act and rules are complied with. Statement will be signed by whom? Either CA or CS or CWA or advocate in practice and at least any one of these subscribers, correct? Once we submit this to ROC, what is ROC going to do? Grant a COI within a period of 14 days. Uske baad we will have to make and file LLP agreement in the form E-form 3 and filed within 30 days. 30 days of incorporation. What will be the date of incorporation? The date that is specified where? In the COI. Correct? Clear? Simple? Okay. Did we miss anything or did we cover everything here? Covered everything. ये एक point देख लेंगे. How will a person be a designated partner? 3 ways to become a designated partner. First is specified as a designated partner in the incorporation document. Next one, from time to time. Then every partner is the designated partner, and last is by way of an agreement. Correct. Okay, so designated partner is responsible for all of the compliances, and जो भी penalty रहेगा, it will be imposed on him as well. Changes in designated partner हो सकता है? Yes, and if there is a change, if there is, okay, so this is with respect to the number of designated partners. If they are getting reduced below 2, then what should we do? Appoint more designated partners, because we are required to have at least 2 DPs, correct? So if within how many days we have to appoint? Within 30 days, correct? And agar within 30 days, kya hai ye? If no designated partner is appointed, then every partner will be treated as if he is a designated partner. LLP has got 10 partners and 5 designated partners. 2 of them died. So now we have 3 designated partners. Any problem? No problem. 10 partners hai, and now 4 of them died. We have just 1 designated partner. What should happen? 1 more should be appointed as a designated partner within how many days? Within 30 days. If not appointed, then all of these 10 partners also will be treated as if they are designated partners. So 10 plus 1 will now be designated partners. Correct? Next one, punishment. Incorporation हो गया ये सब हो गया ना? Incorporation by registration. So same certificate is conclusive evidence that LLP has been incorporated. Registered office. So LLP, is it required to have a registered office? Yes, forever के लिए registered office होना जरूरी है. Can it change its registered office though? Yes, it can. Any document that is served either to the LLP or to any partner or to any DP, designated partner, can be sent where? At the registered office, or it can also be sent to any other address which is specifically declared by the LLP. Correct? In case of Companies Act, we will send it only and only where? To the registered office, but in case of LLP, any other address also can be specified. Correct? Change of registered office chalega, and whenever change happens, what should we do? Inform ROC, correct? Once the LLP is incorporated, then these are the effects of registration. So can LLP be sued upon? Yes. Can LLP file a suit as well? Yes. The property now belongs to whom? Property is property of LLP, may or may not have a common seal, and everything that is enjoyed or suffered by any body corporate can be done by the same LLP, because LLP also now is a body corporate, correct? Is every body corporate an LLP? No, but every LLP, is it a body corporate? Yes, it is. Name of the LLP should have the words either full form or short form LLP as the last word of its name, correct? But the name of the LLP should not be undesirable in the opinion of whom? CG. So undesirable nahi hona chahiye. It should not even be identical to the name of any other LLP or partnership firm or body corporate or even any registered trademark, correct? But agar name is identical to an LLP or to a company, or name is identical to the registered trademark, then LLP or company or proprietor can make an application to CG within 3 years, and CG will give an order LLP to change the name within 3 months. So who can apply under this section is only and only LLP, company or proprietor. LLP का नाम अगर partnership firm का नाम same ही रहा, then can the partnership firm make an application here? No. See, ऊपर वाला section tells you should not have it. But अगर हो गया है, then can they proceed under this section? They cannot. Remedy here is available only and only to whom? Company, LLP or to the proprietor of that trademark. Okay. The time limits that are there here, 3 years, 3 months, is same as in case of Companies Act as well. Fine. Then what should LLP do? File within how many days? 15 days with the registrar, notice of change and order of CG. Registrar is going to give us a new COI. Once new COI is received, we have to make changes in the LLP agreement and file it within how many days? Within 30 days. Simple? Okay, default hua. So then who has got the power to allot a new name? CG, and CG is going to allot a new name. Does that mean LLP cannot change its name later? No. Can it still change its name later? Yes. Okay. Who can be partners? How many ways of becoming a partner? 2 ways. First is by being a subscriber, or second is as per LLP agreement. So how can you become a designated partner? How many ways? 3 ways. First is as per incorporation document, or same point agreement, or from time to time, correct? Mutual rights and duties of the partners will be given where? In the LLP agreement. If not, then schedule 1. Can we make any changes to the LLP agreement? Yes. If we make the changes, what should we do? File it with ROC, correct? And pre-incorporation related one point we had seen. Read that point number 3. What is this pre-incorporation LLP agreement? So LLP, कुछ भी जो भी terms है, when are these terms made? When is the agreement made? Before LLP was incorporated. Is this binding now? Yes, it will, provided all the partners have ratified it, correct? ऐसा similar provision, is it there in companies? No, it's not. Where we talk about pre-incorporation contract, that contract is made between whom and whom? The company, matlab promoters on behalf of the company and outsiders. This is LLP agreement between whom? Between the partners. So it will be valid provided it is ratified by all of the members. Fine. And cessation of partnership. 2 ways in which partners can cease to be a partner. First is may cease. Second is shall cease. May cease will apply when? How many cases? 2 cases. One is as per agreement and another is giving a notice of at least how many days? 30 days in writing. If you have taken a partner for 1 year, then after 1 year he retires. Does he also have to give 30 days notice? No. And in any other case, agar retirement ho raha hai, leaving the firm, then within how many days? 30 days ka notice period, right? Shall cease. Compulsorily these points will apply. 4 Ds happen. One is death, dissolution, declared unsound, or applied or declared insolvent. So pending hai ya fir declared insolvent, correct? The former partner will be regarded as a partner until and unless he gives a a notice is given to ROC or third party is aware that he is not a partner, his liabilities will be till what date? Till the notice is given. So he will not only be liable for all the acts that were done while he was a partner, but even those acts that were pending at the time of his cessation. Any partner who is leaving, who files a notice with ROC? LLP files a notice, but in whose interest it is to file? Partner's interest. So next one is section mein one of the parts says that if LLP does not file, then who can file is this partner, retiring partner. Retiring partner will make an application to ROC. ROC will ask information to whom? LLP, and LLP, if no confirmation is received within 15 days, ROC will then register the change. Correct? Then next sentence, next section that is there talks about two changes that can happen. Partner ka kya change hua hai? Either name or address. Then what should this partner do? Inform whom? LLP within 15 days. LLP will inform ROC within 30 days. Not only change of name and address, but even any admission or retirement of a partner. Correct? Admission agar ho raha hai, then his consent is also required, and nahi file kiya to then there is a default. Correct? Retiring partner ka we will see two sections, upar wala bhi and ye niche wala bhi. Not remembering the number, so this is fine. Okay, clear? Did we cover all the points here? Yes. One more. Partner ceases to be a partner, so entitled to his share two things. What? First is capital contribution and another is share in accumulated profits. Ye jo legal error hai, can he interfere in the business? No, he is not allowed to interfere in the management. Correct? This change is done, this change is done, sign is done, ceases to be, this point also is completed. Right? Simple? Okay. A partner of an LLP will be an agent of the LLP, but not the agent of other partners. For any act that is done in the ordinary course of business by a partner, who will be liable? LLP will be liable, but LLP is not liable if the partner did not have an authority to act and the other person knows that that partner does not have an authority. So in this case, LLP will not be liable, but LLP will be liable for any other act done in ordinary course of business, right? Whatever is the obligation of LLP is actually the obligation of LLP only. It is not the obligation of the partners, right? And the liabilities of the LLP will be met out of, matlab paid out of the property of the LLP. LLP exists in its own name. It's a separate legal entity. It can do all of these by itself. है ना? Does and suffer like a body corporate is this point. Correct? Extent of liability of partner for acts done. Okay, sorry. For acts done by a partner, LLP is liable. Partner is not personally liable. But if a partner has done his own personal frauds, then he also is liable. है ना? Holding out, overaction कर रहा है partner. Is he a partner actually? No. So some person is overacting, holding himself out to be the partner. So अगर ये show off कर रहा है, then he also will be liable. To what extent is he liable? To the extent of credit that is advanced to the LLP because of his show off. Correct? So once again, what is happening in holding out? A person, what has he done? Either by word spoken or written, or by his conduct, he represented, or either he represented or he permitted some other, or permitted himself to be represented as a partner, then he will be liable if that other person has given credit. One more case we had seen, not just that other person giving the credit, but if some other person also gives the credit, whether or not this person knows, still he also will be liable. So I overact and Shah Rukh Khan has given how much? 5 crore rupees. I am not a partner, but I show as if I am a partner. So my liability is how much? 5 crore. Shah Rukh told this to Salu Bhai. That's why Salu Bhai also gave 4 crores. Sorry. 4 lakh nahi, 4 crores. Salu Bhai also gave 4 crores as a loan. My liability will be how much? 9 crores. 4 crores as well. Correct? Even though I didn't overact in front of Salu Bhai, but still I will be liable because that representation had reached that other person. Clear? Just because it is my liability, I will be liable up to 9 crores. Does it mean LLP is not liable at all? No, LLP का भी liability रहेगा, but मेरा भी liability रहेगा, है ना? And last one is what? Death हो गया, ये same point है. Death अगर हो गया partner का, then after his death, if the name is still being used, will the legal representative or the estate of the dead partner be liable? No, date of death से सब खत्म, correct? Unlimited liability in case of fraud. This section, even though the name is unlimited liability, what are we talking about here? How many effects in case there is a fraud? याद है ये? याद नहीं है तुमको? Fraud अगर हुआ तो क्या होगा? How many effects? 3 effects. First is unlimited liability. Next is criminal liability, and last is civil liability. Where the intention is to defraud, then all of these partners will have a liability which is not limited to their contribution. They will have an unlimited liability. Not just that, they will also have criminal liability up to how many years jail? 5 years, and the minimum 50 lakhs to 50,000 to 5 lakhs. Not just that, दूसरे other person को जो भी loss हुआ है, they will also have to compensate that loss. Simple? Did we cover all the points? Yes. Whistleblower means what? That person who is providing or reporting wrongdoings to the management or to the authorities. Over here we are talking about the court or tribunal either carrying out any investigation, or else the other person gave the information to court or tribunal even where there was no investigation. So what can court or tribunal do? ये वाला person जो information दिया, he is the whistleblower. इसका जो भी penalty है, that either may be reduced or may be waived. And who can that whistleblower be? Either the partner or employee. So once again, see this. What is the court or tribunal doing? Either reducing or waiving of the penalty which is levied on whom? On the partner or employee. If what has he done? Firstly, there is investigation going on, so that's why this person had provided useful information. Or second, no investigation is going on, but he provided information, and because of that LLP or partner or employee is being convicted under this act or any other act. इतना अच्छा information दिया, so now his penalty is going to be reduced, correct? But because a person is a whistleblower, can LLP or partners remove him? No, they cannot, but he can be removed only as per his agreement. He cannot be removed just because he is a whistleblower. So he cannot be discharged, demoted, suspended, threatened, harassed, or in any other manner discriminated only because he was a whistleblower. Is this clear? First point is talking about reduced penalty. Second point is telling we cannot remove him. Reduced penalty when? Either during investigation or even without no investigation. Clear? Simple? Okay. Next is contribution. जो भी partner contribute करेगा, that either can be money or that can be any property or it can also be any service. अगर कुछ भी रहा, we have to convert it into monetary terms, and that's how we'll show it in our statements, right? Obligation to contribute, it will be as per given in the agreement, correct? But where this, what was the second point? See, a creditor of an LLP extends credit or otherwise acts in reliance of an obligation described in that agreement without notice of any compromise between partners can enforce the original obligation against such a partner. Agreement में दिया हुआ है that partner is going to contribute 10 crore rupees. Based on that, creditor gave a loan to this LLP. Now they have changed that agreement and there they specify only 2 crore rupees this partner will be contributing. What can the creditor do? Still claim how much? 10 crores. Why he can claim it? Because he relied on this and he advanced money to the LLP. Clear? Okay. Financial disclosures, very, very important. Talks about 2 main forms that we have to submit as well, file as well. Form 8 and Form 11. Form 8 is with respect to SAS, that is Statement of Accounts and Solvency, and Form 11 is for annual return. Now, books of accounts, is LLP required to maintain it? Yes, this will be what? As may be prescribed. On what basis? Cash or accrual? By following double entry system of accounting. Where will you keep it at? Registered office and preserve for such period as may be prescribed. नॉर्मल कंपनीज में बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स कैश और अक्रूवल बेसिस है क्या? ओनली एंड ओनली अक्रूवल, बट यहाँ पर कैश और अक्रूवल दोनों भी चलेगा. करेक्ट. फॉर्म 8 इज SAS to be prepared within 6 months of end of financial year, but filed within 1 month of end of 6 months of the end of financial year. Filing obviously with whom? With ROC, right? Then annual return in the form 11 to be filed within 60 days of end of the financial year. Now SAS ka similar what we file in Companies Act is financial statement under section 137. 137 may be filed when? Within 30 days of AGM. AGM के certain time limits है, but usually it is 30th September. So technically speaking, it is the same time, correct? And annual return वहाँ पर we file as per section 92 within 60 days of AGM. Since no AGM concept exists here, everything is from the date of close of financial statements. Clear? Financial year, sorry. Okay, audit will be as may be prescribed, and who can exempt entities from carrying out audit? CG. So as of now, small LLPs are exempted. AS and SAs will be as prescribed. Again, who will prescribe it? CG. CG will prescribe it, made by ICAI, forwarded it to NAFRA, NAFRA forwarded it to CG, then CG will prescribe. Correct? हो गया पूरा? कुछ लेफ्ट ओवर है यहाँ पर? Documents that are kept with ROC, can they be inspected? Yes, and inspected on payment of such a fee. Penalty for false statement. So any person providing any false statement in the SAS or annual return, then what? Imprisonment, how many years? 2 years, and fine how much? 5 lakhs. 1 lakh to 5 lakhs. Okay. Power of registrar to obtain information. So what has happened? Our registrar is asking for certain information. This information is asked to whom? Either present partner or former partner or even an employee. Why are these questions asked? They are with respect to compliance of the act. So where these questions are asked to these people, what should the people do? Furnish information. Within how much time? Luckily, reasonable time. If information is not provided, or it is provided but it is not satisfactory, what is ROC going to do? Summon. And summon agar kiya to this person will have to go, है ना? फिर भी this person is not going, then fine. How much? 2,000 to 25,000. याद आया ये? Okay. Compounding of offences. Your favorite section है या नहीं है? नहीं है. Okay. Compounding of offences. Not your favorite section. Compounding of offences can be done for what types of offences? Only those which involve a fine, but not imprisonment. Compounding also can be done if same offense is not committed in how many years? 3 years. So application to be made to whom? ROC. ROC ये application के साथ forward करेगा with their own comments to whom? RD. And who gives the order is RD. Do we have to pay some amount what RD may prescribe? Yes. How much amount can RD prescribe? Not less than minimum fine, not more than maximum fine. So in the range of minimum to maximum fine, correct? And then what? What is the effect? यही है ना? What is the effect is first. एक second. एक तो inform this to registrar. RD will give the order. Inform this to registrar within 7 days कि अभी compound हो गया है. Then 2 effects it has. If offence is compounded before prosecution, then no prosecution to be instituted. If it is after prosecution, then that will be discharged. Right? Who is giving the order? RD. RD gives any order कि ये file करो, ये register करो. Should that be complied with? Yes. In how much time it is to be complied with? As may be prescribed by RD. वो भी नहीं किया. Then fine. How much is the fine? Twice the maximum amount of fine. So if you have not filed SAS, RD is telling us file it in the next 5 days. If it is not filed in the 5 days, then fine will be twice the maximum fine. Okay? So compounding means what are we doing? We are admitting that we are guilty and abhi ye pure charges drop kar do. So for that we are going to pay some amount. Simple. Assignment and transfer. So what can be assigned is the rights, right to receive share of profit. So always assignment means always assigning the rights or contractual benefits, correct? How much share of profit can be transferred to another person? Either whole or in part. Just because a partner has transferred his share, he will not be disassociated as a partner. So will he still continue to be the partner of LLP? Yes, but two things the other person transferee cannot do. He cannot participate in the management, cannot even access any financial information, right? Then conversion हो सकता है किसका? First is firm or private company or unlisted public company. So if a listed public company wants to convert, then first unlisted and only then convert. What they have to follow is these schedules, which are 2, 3 and 4. So what will happen? First we'll make an application to our ROC कि LLP अभी form कर रहे हैं. So what is ROC going to issue? Certificate of registration. पहले तो schedule follow करो and then make an application to ROC, right? Then LLP within 15 days should also inform whom? The X. Who is the X? Either RO, Register of Firms or ROC. So उनको inform करो that we are now what? We are an LLP. Partners and shareholders जो भी थे पहले वाले, now they will be the partners of this LLP. Correct? Effect of registration. 3 effects. First effect is name is as may be specified in COI. Next, property of that will be property transferred and property of this. And what? Last point. That will be dissolved and removed from the records. That means what? Firm, old, my head all LLP. Firm or private company or unlisted public company. And this means what? New LLP. So 3 effects hai. Name of LLP is the name specified in COI. That ka property will now be this ka property. And that will be dissolved or removed. Okay, and removed. Correct? Then for an LLP ke liye, who will specify rules? CG. And what has CG specified? Companies Act right now will apply. So which chapter will apply? Chapter 22. Can CG specify some other regulatory mechanism to be applicable? Yes. So reframing the sentence, who makes rules for foreign LLPs? CG. And as it deems appropriate, what can apply? Either provisions of Companies Act or such other regulatory mechanism can be prescribed. Correct? Compromise, arrangement, reconstruction related how many sections? 3 sections. What are they? 60, 61 and 62. 60 talks about what? Compromise or arrangement or even for reconstruction. What should we do? Make an application to tribunal. Second, 61 talks about powers of the tribunal and 62 talks about a new LLP being formed. Correct? Compulsory every arrangement may will 62 apply? No, 62 will apply only if there is a new LLP. And will new LLP ke case mein also 60 and 61 apply? Yes. So what is under 60? First is where there is a compromise or arrangement between whom? LLP and creditors or LLP and partners. Then application is to be made to the tribunal. Who makes the application? Either LLP or creditors or partners or even liquidators. Make an application to tribunal. Tribunal सबसे पहले क्या करेगा? Order a meeting of these people, correct? And then in the meeting we need approval. है ना? What is that approval that we need? Majority number plus 3/4 in value. Dual approval here plus tribunal has to be satisfied that all the material facts of the LLP are disclosed. How will this correct? This document, what document is going to be submitted to tribunal? Is an affidavit. Affidavit along with what information? Specifying this information, that is latest financial position and whatever are the pending investigations. ये सब देखने के बाद tribunal will give an order. ये order को we can also call it as a scheme of arrangement, correct? This order we also have to file it with ROC within how many days? 30 days. And order will be binding when? Only after it is filed with ROC. Once this order is given, then another section 61 arises. Means what? 61 has got powers of tribunal after order is given under section 60. So 3 powers of tribunal are: tribunal can supervise, it can give directions and even modify these directions, and order winding up if this scheme cannot be worked out. So when is tribunal doing all of this? Only after it gives an order under section 60. Clear? 62 may or may not, sorry, one more point here. Whatever are the suits that are pending against this LLP, tribunal can grant a stay order until all of this application is disposed of. Correct? Then 62 is applicable if there is a reconstruction or amalgamation and transfer is happening of the property, undertakings, liability, etc. Correct? So this new क्या form हो रहा है यहाँ पर? New LLP ही form हो रहा है. Who has got the power to make this order? Tribunal. So while giving the order, tribunal can do these things. 5 things. First is transfer that undertaking, property, liabilities. Next is continue of legal proceedings. Next one, dissolution without winding up. Next, dissenting persons provisions, and last one, such other incidental matters. So ये कौन देने वाला है order? Tribunal. But before giving the order, tribunal wants a report. Report from whom? Either ROC or liquidator. When from ROC if it is amalgamation, and when from liquidator if it is dissolution. What should this report specify? That the affairs of the LLP are not prejudicial to the interest of the partners or of the public. So अगर कुछ तो fraud कर रहा था ये old वाला LLP, tribunal should know that. So that's why tribunal wants a report from either ROC or from liquidator. Clear? Then 3 other points are: the liability of transferor is going to be liability of transferee. This transferor LLP has to file this order with ROC within 30 days, and LLP can amalgamate only with another LLP but not with another company. Correct? पूरा हो गया ना ये? Okay. Winding up. How can winding up be done? Either voluntarily or by order of the tribunal. Voluntary हुआ तो voluntary. Then tribunal may give an order in how many cases? Just wiped cases. Just का एक point है, which is just and equitable. And WIPED. W point is what? First point. LLP wants. So instead of wants, write the word decides. Next is against the sovereignty integrity of India. Next one, number of partners are reduced below 2 and LLP carries out business for more than 6 months. Next, e-filing is not done. For what? SAS or annual return for how many? 5 consecutive years. And last, LLP is unable to pay its debts. In all of these cases, the tribunal may order winding up. Rules regarding winding up: who has got the power to make? CG. Extra provision. So what is partner going to do? Partner can lend money to the LLP or even enter into any other transaction with an LLP. Where he is lending money to the LLP, he will have the same rights as that of a creditor. Correct? CG can, okay, for LLP we have which act? LLP Act. Companies के लिए we have Companies Act. Actually speaking, will we apply Companies Act to LLP Act? No. To LLPs? No, we don't. But CG can make provisions that it is applicable. Like for example, foreign LLPs के लिए what is applicable? Foreign chapter 22. Correct? So for doing that, what should happen? It seems 30 days discussion in the parliament and it should be agreed by both the houses. How will you file these documents? Electronically. Additional fee हो सकता है? Yes. How much? As may be prescribed. So no, any document to be filed, to be registered is not filed or not registered, and it is filed registered later. Along with the normal fee, you will also have to pay additional fee as may be prescribed. Enhanced punishment. What is partner or DP or LLP doing? Committing any offense. Whenever he commits the same offense, second or any subsequent time, what will be the fine that is provided? Twice the fine that is prescribed. Correct? And imprisonment be provided here. Then imprisonment will not be twice. Only fine is going to be twice. Imprisonment will be same as applicable. Correct? And differences between LLP partnership and LLP and company. Nothing for me to explain or revise as well. Characteristics जो है वो accordingly write it. Is this clear? Ek bar, let's revise all the dates at once. Since you have written it as well. DP should give his consent to LLP. LLP should file this with ROC within 30 days. If DPs are reduced below 2, new DPs to be appointed within 30 days. Name reserved for a period of 3 months. ROC gives COI within 14 days, and then what is to be prepared? LLP agreement in form 3 to be prepared and filed within 30 days of incorporation. Name agar same raha, so these 3 people, who are they? LLP or company or proprietor. Application to CG in 3 years, and CG gives an order LLP to change the name in 3 months. This new name jo bhi hai, LLP will inform ROC in 15 days. ROC will then issue new COI, and change in name, change to be made even in the LLP agreement, file it with ROC within 30 days. If a partner is leaving, then ek to agreement ke hisab se he can leave, or else notice of how much? 30 days, correct? Partner has changed. What he has changed? His name or his address. Then inform this to LLP within 15 days. LLP to inform to ROC within 30 days. Not just this, but also admission and retirement, correct? Retiring partner jo hai, ek to LLP will give notice to ROC, but can retiring partner also do that? Yes, ROC is going to ask the LLP to confirm or no confirm within how many days? 15 days, and accordingly register. SAS in the form 8 prepared within 6 months, filed within 1 month of 6 months. Annual return form 11 filed within 60 days of end of financial year. Both of these end of financial year, correct? Then section 60 के हिसाब से tribunal को order to be filed with ROC. Tribunal gives an order to LLP. LLP files it with ROC within 30 days. As per 62, again tribunal is giving an order. So this order to be filed with ROC within 30 days. Then one point which we missed, partnership firm or company, any private or unlisted public can convert to LLP. ये जो new LLP है, old authority which is registrar of firms or registrar of company, inform them in how many days? 15 days after we get the COI, correct? Any other time limit? No, covered all? Okay, simple LLP.